is a showcase of the app that I built for Music 7. It's basically a soundboard, and here I'll show how to use it. So you start by running this command in the terminal, and it opens the thing up. Hold on. Okay, there. Now I cannot hear myself, so I'm gonna switch over to a thing so you can hear the sound output from this thing. Should be hearing the sound that comes through the terminal. And I guess I'll showcase the features of the app. So first thing first, hold on, actually, first things first is you can change the input device. So right now it's like kind of awkward audio because it's coming through my headphones and they're really bad. But if I cycle the input device, first I'm gonna there, and now you should hear this. This should be much better now. The audio quality is better on the microphone from the MacBook Pro. If I cycle through the output, I'm gonna do that, but you are not gonna be able to hear anything. So let's see. So you should have not been able to hear anything there, even though you could see that the spectrogram was moving. That's because it wasn't the correct output. Okay, then you can change the amplitude. So if I press A here, it's gonna go up a bunch. Maybe you think I'm too loud now, and then if I change it down, I'm gonna be really quiet. Okay. Then I can increase the pitch.
So now I should be sounding a bit like a chipmunk if I'm even audible, and then
if I
decrease it, now I'm gonna sound like I have a deep voice.
Then you can also change the frequency. This is kind of odd because it doesn't like, there's some harmony thing that kind of doesn't get transferred over. But you will hear that my voice gets like higher, but in an odd way. And then if I decrease it,
you're gonna see that my sound is also a bit lower, but it's like kind of odd.
Then we have the robot voice. It is a thing. Hold on, let me turn it on. So I'm gonna turn up the audio way up here because for some reason it like makes it super quiet, but you should be able to hear that I kind of sound like a robot. And then this is the whisper mode. Honestly, I'm not sure like how much of a whisper it is more than like making the sound muddier, but it does make a difference, that's for sure. And then final feature is the soundboard. So if you press buttons 1 through 5, you'll play different sounds. Here if I press 1,
chops off this fractional part, we're going to get 0 as our start index. This
you would have heard some audio from a video clip. That was one of the sources that I used when making this. And then I can also play a pipe sound. That was a pipe sound, and it sounded loud. And then final thing is you'll notice here the spectrogram in the center. That's pretty much just showing the audio that's being played, or the spectrogram of the voice. So yeah, that's it. Okay. Final thing, I was also gonna show a bit of the code. So here's the main. It's just an infinite loop looking for inputs. And the inputs are in their own file because otherwise the file got too long. This is the audio handling using port audio. I go a bit more into detail in the paper describing this, or not paper, GitHub/submission page for the assignment. This is what handles the terminal, mainly the printing, but also like setting it to the correct settings. And then this is the WAV file player that I honestly would have liked to work on a bit more, but I guess that's a future project.